It should probably go without saying that I love getting FCs. And what's the most important step to getting an FC? Not missing notes. But this is sometimes easier said than done, especially because there are plenty of songs that have that one part all the way at the end just waiting to ruin the run. This is where practice mode can save the day. Please let me skip past all of this boring garbage and just let me figure out this part. So it's obvious that this is a huge benefit, which is why most 5-fret games have some form of practice mode. Hey, I did say most. Now, you probably already know that Rock Band Network 1 did not support custom practice section placement. Instead, each song would have automatically generated percentage-based sections. These would split the song up into 5, 10, or 20 portions depending on the song's length. Now, this is kind of annoying, especially since the part that I actually want to practice might get cut off between multiple different sections, but at least I can still save some time and practice trouble spots this way. There's also a bug in Rock Band 3 that affects very short songs. If the song has fewer than 5 sections total, it just won't let me scroll all the way down. But realistically, if the song is only a minute long and not hard anyway, whatever, man, I'll just play the damn song. These situations are weird and kind of annoying, but they're not the main focus of this video. Instead, we're going to talk about something in Rock Band Network 2. When Rock Band Network 2 dropped, Harmonix decided to add support for custom practice sections. That's awesome! That means that we can conveniently practice whatever section the charters throw at us. But don't worry, some authors still manage to screw this up. There are actually some early Rock Band Network 2 songs that have practice sections that you can't actually practice. They just don't show up in practice mode. Alright, now humor me for a minute. Let's pretend that I'm really struggling with the second guitar solo in Bigger Than Kiss. Man, I really just gotta throw this into practice mode and figure out what I'm doing. Alright, let's break this down. Oh, god damn it, okay. Alright, obviously I'm being a little bit facetious with that one, but the point still stands. Especially because there are some songs with this issue that a player may reasonably want to practice. Pray for Plagues and Underground are the two well-known cases of this bug because they're not easy songs. Underground especially is brutal on drums because of a few nasty fills. And this part, I mean, come on. Oh yeah, and both of those songs also have a double bass pedal version, and no, the bug is not fixed there, don't be ridiculous. It's kind of hard for me to say definitively which songs suffer from this bug, because the practice sections do show up on the stat screen, and they are there. So the only way for us to really know is to try to actually practice the song. So while I can't say for sure whether this is all of them, here are the songs that I have noticed have this bug. There may be more. In fact, there probably are. I haven't gone through my song library and tried to practice every single song just to take notes on which ones might have this problem. So if I missed one, let me know. But why does this happen in the first place? I mean, we can see that the sections are there. Why can't I access them? Well, let's open up Reaper and take a look. So here's an example of a Harmonix chart with functional sections and functional practice mode. As you can see, the sections are marked in the events track. Alright, now let's take a look at Underground. Now remember, this song doesn't work in practice mode in Rock Band 3. Upon first glance, it might seem like nothing is wrong. But let's take a closer look. If we click on one of these practice sections and see more details, we can see that these are actually lyric events, not text events. Now, lyric events are obviously pretty important when you're charting vocals, so someone charting a song would use both. That means that honestly, this is a pretty understandable mistake to make. But as you can see with this good example from before, the practice sections need to be text events to actually show up in the game. So yeah, that's how we ended up with a few Rock Band Network 2 songs that just don't have practice mode. This is the kind of thing that we can fix easily now with our existing game knowledge, but back in the day, it makes sense that it would kind of slip through the cracks. It's just a pity that this bug happens to affect a few of legitimately challenging charts in a negative way. But at least it ended up being kind of a fun story.